Hi folks, County Line Gardener with you today. Today is the 4th of July. I waited till the 4th of July. I wanted to wish everyone a happy Independence Day out there. We're going to go around and we're going to do our garden update for July 2023. It's a beautiful day here in southern Indiana. Beautiful day. We're starting to get the rain we needed. We had some droughts in June, but we're starting to get some rain now. Let's go down through here. I want you guys to look back on the last video. I think it was 148, which was the June update. Look at the difference between there and now. These are those German strawberry, red strawberries, tomato plants. They shape like a strawberry. Look at the size of them things. Look how nice and green. All this is just going crazy. There's some Country Taste, and I'll be honest with you, I forgot what these others were called. There's our marigold flowers. As you'll recall, we put marigolds in each one of these raised beds. And I had that. This is the strawberries you're familiar with, and I stuck that tomato plant right in the middle of them just to see if it'd grow, and it's going crazy. Yeah, these strawberries down here are getting old. I hear something I want to show you. Look at the size of some of these. There's some 1-pounders in there easily. These are called sweet onions. These are I can't think of the name of them. Oh gosh darn, I can't think of the name of them. We'll get back to that. But here's the tomatoes that I grew from seeds. Best boy. They're starting to come on. They're going to be about a week late this year, I'd say, because of the lack of rain. Now we can irrigate these much easier than we can the garden. We'll get up there in a minute. And here's the I've got 3 boxes here. You can see these boxes are 16 feet long, 3 feet wide, 2 feet deep. 3 feet deep, 2 feet wide. Anyway, they're 16 feet long. Full of compost. And I've got 12 Amish paste in each one of those 3 boxes right there. Okay? We love Amish paste tomatoes for the paste tomatoes. They get nice size. And they peel so easy after you blanch them, and they taste great too. Not too many seeds. Here's my favorite tomato. You can tell I got 12 of these down through here. Supersonic. Super Steak's a good one too, but the Supersonics, I don't know. I've tried both, and I kind of lean towards the Supersonic. Them onions over there, I remembered. Those are called candy onions. Yeah, we'll get it going here. There's my little greenhouse. Of course, it's empty right now. I got 1 tomato plant growing in there. I grew from a seed I found. I grew it, and it's a Mr. Stripey. I don't know if it's going to make it or not. Over here, some tomatoes. This is what I do with my tomato plants when I have them left over. I put them in pots, and you can tell each one of them pots is a different type of tomato. That's where I used to grow them here at the corner of the greenhouse, but I put double doors on the greenhouse, and they open and they'd hit it, so I moved them over to here. Here's the other raised bed. These here on the end are one of my favorites. They're called Omar Lebanese. Kind of a strange tomato, but it's a good one. It's a good one. Deep down here are Better Bush, I believe. Yeah, Better Bush. They don't get real big. They're just about as big as you're going to get. Maybe a little bigger. And this thing here, I want you guys to look at the last video, and look at this thing now. Look at this crazy big that thing is. I don't know. I didn't plant it. It apparently did. It's going crazy. Here's the rain gauge. What this this rain gauge. I think I got this at Rural King. I really like it. It's got a little red ring down there, and when it rains, that ring will rise up. And it's very accurate. And it's easy to see from the house up there. I can look with the binoculars and tell if it's raining and how much. I always like to keep a track on how much it's rained. Well, we're going down here. If you're familiar with the videos, you know we're going through the blackberry patch now. I got a wild idea to name all. That's the name of this particular row here. You can see, look at them, they're coming on. These Navajos are coming on. We'll get up there in a minute and I'll show you some that I've propagated from here. And all these 6 rows up here at the back of the big garden. And some of them's getting ripe. I eat some this morning. I ate some yesterday when I was mowing up there. But I mowed all this yesterday. There's one there that's ripe. Looks like the birds got it, but that's okay. We'll get one up here. Oh boy, I love this time of year. It's just now, July the 4th. It's getting time to harvest some things. Let's go on up here to the big garden. Go up the bank here. My wife won't mow this bank. She elected me to do it. I bought her a $5,000 John Deere zero turn. Big one, 60-inch deck, 25 horsepower, I don't know. The Z530. It's got it all. It's got headlights and the whole thing. But she won't mow that, especially sideways. She's afraid it's going to turn over, and it won't. But anyway, here's a row of tomatoes. If you're familiar with them, this is what I have left over after I put out my tomato patch up there at the other end. If you look right next to it, that's my Indian corn. Look how great that's growing. If you notice the dirt is damp. It's damp. It's rained 3 inches here in the last 4 or 5 days, which is just perfect. If you'll notice the drainage here, it starts up here at the top and it runs down, and it's just perfect. That's a sunflower there. There is a pepper. You can tell how much heart I got in them. I just don't care if they grow or not. We don't eat peppers, so I don't worry about them. I got to get up here and till. If you look down through there, you'll see some grass trying to grow between my rows of corn. Now here's the sweet corn. I got 4 rows of sweet corn, 3 rows of Indian corn. We grow the Indian corn because my wife likes to, she likes to tie it up and make ornamental stuff out of it, hang it on the porch and stuff like that. And it's pretty cool, and I like to grow it because it's really cool looking. We grow some this year. I'll show you when we get it harvested. It just looks like a jar of marbles. It's just beautiful. All different colors under the rainbow. Just beautiful. Now here, if you'll notice, it's 4 rows of green beans. These are my Jade 2 green beans. I highly recommend that brand. The seeds are a little more expensive, but you'll get what you pay for out of these. These were planted June the 10th, okay? 4 rows, 100 foot long. Now up here, next to it, is 4 100-foot rows that was planted May the 10th, 30 days before. I planted these, the smaller ones, 30 days after I planted these, because we don't want them all coming on at once. These are, well, these blooms have set, so they're starting to grow beans now. There's a bean or 2 on there. I can see them hanging there now. But we give it a couple more weeks. We usually about 70 days on the green beans, about 70 days. Here's my access road, I'd call it, between each different thing, between the green beans and the tomato patch. It's 16 foot. Now it's 16 foot this way, so I can turn that big tractor around. I got a tractor with a tiller on the back, and once I come through this way, I got to be able to turn it around or I'll run over my beans. So I have to make it 16 feet on both sides. Tomatoes are 8 foot between east and west and north and south. So there's 12 in each row. So, no, I'm sorry, there's 13 in each row. And next year there's going to be 14 in each row. I'm going to go all the way up to here. But I try to keep it tilled. But you can tell, you can see some grass growing there. I'm going to have to get up here. I'm going to let this dry one more day. And yeah, well, that's just. We got green tomatoes on everything. Now these tomatoes here are, I want to say they're too small. They're too small yet. Usually July the 4th, my tomato plants are all monsters, like them down there in the raised beds. But due to that lack of rain, man, they've just now started really to come out of it and grow. We was up here this morning and I tied some up. I tie them up with wire ties. Yeah, I do. You know, I can buy 100 wire ties for 11-inch wire ties for $3, $2.99. And I'll buy about 10 packets of them and bring them up here, and that's what I tie them up with. Now here, I got one off of this plant today, a red one. My wife's already took it. It's called a goat bag. It's a Southern Indiana heirloom. I've not heard of it anywhere but around here. A lot of people have it. Let's go up to the blackberry, see if we can't find one. Like I said, these blackberries here are all come propagate. I propagated them from others. Looky there. You know, I'm gonna have to test that. That's a small one. That. Oh my goodness. That is good, folks. Oh, I love my blackberries. We make blackberry jelly. Well, these are starting to grow. These are starting to bloom, I mean, or ripen. There, that's the word I was looking for. But anyway, if I could find you what I'm talking about, I did a few videos back on propagating these. These blackberry plants are getting downright expensive. They're getting outrageous, to be honest with you. When I planted those down there in that other blackberry patch near the house, I bought 25 blackberry plants. They were about 4 inches high, a little root ball on them. They come to me all nice and neat, and they were really nice. Don't get me wrong, they were nice. Good company. Good company. Looky there, ain't that pretty? May have to test another one here. Oh my. My goodness. No briars. They're thornless. Oh my goodness, we got a lot of black ones up here. But anyway, I bought for 25 of them was $90. Okay, no, not too bad, not too bad. 25 plants for 90 bucks. Well, I bought 6 rows worth, which is 150 plants. So you do the math. I mean, I've made more than my share of them. I don't know how much more. I've made back on them. And especially up here, these all were free because I propagated them from the plants growing down there. Now I'll try to show you what I'm talking about here. Anyway, those same plants nowadays at the same place are $185 for 25 of them. Yeah. These plants here, if you'll notice, are a little smaller. They were propagated a year or two after them, and so on. And if I could show you one here, I could show you what I was talking about propagating. The blackberries will drop off they're blackberries, you know, and the seeds are in them. Go up this way and see what we got here. I might accidentally run into another blackberry that's ripe. Yep, there's another one. Oh, my goodness, look at that thing. Anyway. Oh my. Tastes like close your eyes, you think you're eating a sugar cube. Oh, they're good. Anyway, when they drop off, they'll grow. They'll grow wild. They're usually not in a row, of course. They're usually out here. And I've done a video. You dig them up, you bring them up here. Here's one right here. See that plant right there? That plant's growing outside the row. They come off of this one. You dig that up. You bring it up here, put it in these rows, and I'm telling you, in a year or so, you're going to have blackberries. And I did that with all of them. Because now, like I said, 25 of them is $185 or something like that. That's crazy. I have definitely got to get up here and rototill. Shame on me. It's just been too wet. See a tomato plant there. Our tomato needs to go up, tied up, but darn it, can't do it all. Anyway, we're just about to conclude this video. Hope everybody's having as good a garden year as I am. I can't complain about anything. We've had a lot of rabbits. A lot of rabbits around here. I want to say we live out in the country. We live in, you know, well, our house is not in the suburbs, but we're out in the country. But anyway, rabbits have been a problem for a while. I've got a pellet gun. I've killed 4 rabbits. And we've got a chicken hawk that runs around here. He's perched in one of these trees right now. I wish I could get him on camera, but he's pretty elusive. Beautiful animal, beautiful animal. He does his job too. We've sat up there on the back porch and watched him swoop down. He'll nail a squirrel or a rabbit. And it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch. He's doing his job. Between me and him, we're getting rid of him. Well, I'm going to close this down. Hi folks, just a quick update on the hobbies. I wanted to show you the progress I've gotten done on this ship I've been building. This is, like I told you in the other video, I love to do, one of my hobbies is building models. I constantly do it. Summer, winter, and here it is in the middle of the summer, and I'm still working on it. And I've got since the last video, I've got the sails on it, the mast. And if you'll look real close, look at all these strings. I've got all the standing rigging, they call that. And I'm still working on it. I'm still working on it. It's going to take a lot. It's going to turn out to be a nice ship. This is called the Sea Witch. And when it's done, it'll be set up on the shelf. And just wanted to show you. I'll update it again when I get more done, okay? This is County Line Gardener. Bye-bye.